Shalom, shalom. I'm Rabbi Yehuda, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about hope. Excuse me. As you can see, I'm in my car, and I was just thinking, my father passed away in October of 2017. And at that funeral, I met a few of my friends, childhood friends. And they were intrigued because I wasn't always in Judaism. I grew up in a what you call the Pentecostal church movement. Well, interestingly enough, on the repast, which actually occurred, a lot of my childhood friends who are still Christians thought it was a good opportunity to ask me about Judaism and what it had to offer. And one of the most important, I think, questions that was asked to me, and I think I would like to share with everyone who are watching or listening, was the aspect of hope. You see, in Christianity, when you do good, there's a hope of making or getting your reward after you die. In other words, if you do good, you go to heaven. If you do bad, you're punished and you go to hell. And so it was a question that was addressed to me about the same kind of concept in Judaism. So I had to respond in kind by saying, in Torah doesn't really necessarily give a doctrine about heaven or hell. It basically tells us that we must do good, and if we do good, blessings will come, and if we don't do good, blessings won't come. And if you do good, you will get life. If you don't do good, your life will be shortened. Well, after explaining that, a good friend of mine, a nice young lady, who also married a childhood friend of mine, asked me, then, where's the hope? And I had to ask, what do you mean where there's a hope? Well, if I do all these things good here and things don't turn out in my favor, what hope do I have in doing the Torah laws or commandments? Where's the hope? There's no hope of in those teachings of heaven or living in this blissful world forever. This life after. Now, there is a concept in Judaism that teaches that there's the world after, or it's called the Olam Haba, the life afterwards. This is hinted many times by the prophets, and of course this is emphasized more by the sages of Judaism. However, I'm going in a different direction. Let's stick to the Torah, and let's stick to the reality and the doctrine of the Creator. The reality is, all of us here exist. We didn't ask to be here. We didn't deserve to be here. And if we think carefully about that concept, then we will realize that this concept of grace, and grace by definition is the unmerited favor given by the Most High upon His creation, more particularly mankind. Then we must realize you being here, you being born, is through the act of grace. With that being said, we also learn that the nature of the Most High is He is not only holy, He is not only true, but He bestows. He gives to all His creation. As a matter of fact, read Psalms 145. Usually Jews read that particular passage at least twice a day. It's called Asrei. When you read Psalms 145, you read that He gives and provides to all that are living. Not only that He provides, but He gives all the living what they want. What does this have to do with hope? It has everything to do with hope. Do you understand that you were giving the gift of life? And being that the Creator in His all goodness, always bestowing, we need not to worry about an afterlife. Do you know why? Just as you exist now, and even after you're gone, He will continue to provide and bestow goodness upon all of us. This is the hope. Knowing the nature of the Creator. Knowing that the Creator is a provider for creation. And that just as He's doing good for us and giving us opportunity to live life to the fullest by doing His Torah or living according to His will, He will always and infinitely remain the same. Therefore, there is hope. Just like you live today, afterlife, you may live on. But the reason why the Torah does not emphasize on the afterlife, because the Most High wants us to concentrate on where we are now. Because we have a purpose here in creation. Many of our rabbis have taught that the day you were born was the day that the Most High has chosen that this universe could not exist without you. So with that, I want you to understand that in following the Most High in this Torah, there is hope. I'm Rabbi Yehuda, and I'd like to say shalom.